Hey Twin Flames, welcome to your reading. So this is like the third time I'm doing this video, but let me explain what's going to happen. I'm going to read for the Divine Masculines, the Divine Feminines, and the Karmics, because the Karmics are all a part of this situation. We are all a part of this situation. I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't want to treat anybody unfairly. We all have our roles to play, and I'm not that kind of person to hate on other people just because, things aren't going my particular way. I'm really all about unity and fairness and justness. So I feel like the Karmics deserve to be in the readings just for the fact of we're all in this situation. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. And it's not fun for either party here. We all have our roles to play. So the first cards I pulled out, I'm gonna show you the cards I pulled for each category, and then we're gonna do a little reflection on what's going on with my life and how it probably connects to some of the things that are going on for the twin flames. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords here for the masculine and the Four of Wands here for the masculine. For the feminine, we have the Nine of Swords here, and then the Eight of Cups in reverse. So the way I did this was one light side, one shadow side, one light side, one shadow side, one light side, one shadow side. The Karmics, Ace of Swords, clarity, and then the Tower in reverse. So for the masculines, there's some kind of deception here. They're deceiving themselves. They're taking on this betrayal. They're trying to sneak under the radar. They're trying to get away with something and being strategic about it. Moving silently and quickly, so they're not mentioning what's going on in their lives to anybody, but there is some kind of upset balance here with the Four of Wands in reverse. And this is talking about forgetting the simple things in life, getting caught up in drama, lack of harmony, and feeling disconnected. So I feel like in their lives at this moment in time, it's a disarray. They're going through something deep. Masculines, you guys are going through something deep and something very a transformative period for you, and it's causing disharmony. There might be some truths that are being revealed to you, but you're not making it known what direction you're going to take to anybody. You're keeping that to yourself, because I feel like you're really observing on what's going on. You're really observing on the truth. You're really observing and stepping back and viewing the whole situation as is and what direction you do want to take, right? We'll clarify these in a little bit, all right? Nine of Swords in reverse for the feminines. Nine of Swords upright. Ooh, I got a story time when I tell you about this, okay? Because I feel like it ties in. Nightmares, all right? Worry, feelings, or depression, or anxiety, insomnia, fear, an opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and things that are going well in your life. This is a good mantra. I am safe. I am worthy. I am valued. Okay, that's a good. I am loved. That is a good mantra for you if this is feelings that are coming up for you. I do not feel like these are your feelings, feminine, because story time. A few weeks ago, no, it was 2 weeks ago, I started dipping. Energy started dipping, right? And I feel like that is happening for the feminines is once we're entering into this Mercury retrograde, this Pisces new moon and full moon is bringing a lot of emotions to the surface for purging. Now, out of nowhere, I got hit with anxiety. I got hit with depression. And I'm sitting here to myself thinking, why am I feeling like this? And my partner's like, what's wrong? And I'm telling him, I don't know. I just feel incredibly depressed. I feel very anxious. I feel like something is going on. And I can't really explain. It doesn't really feel like my emotions, because I was fine the day before. And then all of a sudden it hits me boom. And I'm watching these videos, and my insomnia picks up, right? And I've been staying up late. I've been going to bed at 10 or 11 for the past few months. And then come around this time period, I start going to bed at 2 to 5 in the morning because I can't sleep. And so now these fears and anxieties are coming up excessively, and I'm scared, and I'm like scared to go to sleep, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know why I feel down, and it comes out of nowhere. And then like the next day I'll be fine, like la 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 la, going out about my business, and then all of a sudden it comes on again in waves, like and so I don't think this is my energy. It might very well be the masculine's energy, but I have no idea what's going on because we're not talking. So here we are, the Nine of Swords energy for the feminines, feeling that anxiety. That might not even be your anxiety. That might not even be your depression. But the fears are there. The fears are coming up. And when one person feels, when your divine counterpart feels something, that you're going to feel it too. Just because of how connected you guys are. So, yeah, this started happening about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So I thought that's kind of interesting. Maybe you guys will connect with that. And Eight of Cups in reverse. Walking away and then regretting your choice, feeling stuck in your current realities, fears that block your momentum, and avoidance. Interesting. Because I don't really feel, you might, okay, so the feminines very well might be avoiding the situation with the twin flames for the fact that they're just so tired. And then it's not a bad thing. Like, I really feel like they're wanting to just get some peace, wanting to get a break, not wanting to be in the energy anymore. And really at the point of saying to themselves, okay, universe, take this. Like, asking God or the universe to please just help me. Please just take this off of my hands. And this was coming up yesterday as well. You might be seeing 222. You might be seeing 333, which is the help of your angels, and 444, which is stability is on the way. So this Eight of Cups very well could represent the fact that the feminines are just at their end of the rope and they're ready to move on, whether it's with the divine masculines or without the divine masculines. And so I feel like this avoidance, honestly, is just saying, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Enough's enough. I'm moving on with my life. I'm with or without them. And that's final. And I feel like that's what this Eight of Cups represents for the feminines. So, story time. Once again, I was laying down. And these purgings are coming up again. And as I'm laying down, I just start bawling my eyes out. Like, everything I'm watching, I'm crying. Like, and it's been so emotional. And I'm laying down, I'm crying my eyes out because all of a sudden I started thinking about my masculine. And I'm like, I don't want anything from him. I just want him to be happy. And I'm crying my eyes out. And quite literally, that's all I want for him right now because I'm so done. And I just want to move on with my life. I've kind of got these emotions of detachment from them. And it's been nice. I've had to go through this period of exploration of what fundamentally I may have done wrong on a level of, as a woman, being and having romantic feelings towards a man. So I did a lot of research. We'll get into that later. But this research has allowed me truly to take on this detachment from the divine masculine. And it's been great and wonderful until this retrograde and Pisces placement constellation has come up. And now there's a lot of purging going on. And like I said, I was just crying, saying all I really want is for them to be happy, regardless of the role I play. I can find my own happiness. I can just live life. If I live life in and out of relationships, so be it. That's what I have for this life. If I don't find love this lifetime, so be it. It is what it is. And so I just really, all it came down to him is I hope he's happy. I hope he's happy. And so, like, with the depression and the anxiety that's been coming up, like, I've been trying to be sure to send him love and healing. And so Now, Karmics, Ace of Swords. This is your card, Karmics, Ace of Swords, clarity. But there's resistance here, all right? How funny, because we have the Divine Masculines. In between the Divine Masculines and the Karmic is the Feminines. I didn't mean to place it like that, but that's how I placed it. Ace of Swords. So, Ace of Swords, new ideas, clarities, aha moments. Truth revealed, awareness, heightened states of consciousness, memory or thought communication, victory, success, triumph, a stroke of genius, and then the Tower in reverse. Hold on, you guys. So, I'm feeling like, Karmics, you're feeling like this relationship is no longer appropriate for you. You have this clarity here, and then you have like a knowledge that your relationship has become very stale, but you're refusing to change. You both are refusing to change because you don't want there to be a disaster. You don't want there, you're in denial, and there is fear of the unknown. Like, what is life? If you're married, what is life going to be like? Am I going to be able to find someone else? Is someone going to love me the same way that, this person does? But it's just, it might not be working out between the two of you the way you thought it might have been. All right? So, story time. For the divine counterpart pairs, I don't think I got into this yet. The masculines, you were going through a change of taking back your power, right? And so, if you've been emotionally abused, and I highly doubt that the Karmics that are manipulative and controlling are watching this, they might be, but if they're not, then hey. But if you've been feeling like you've been controlled, manipulated, lied to, you're taking back your power and you're coming into your own. And the feminines have gone through this already. The feminines have gone through this where they were with a narcissistic partner, or someone who was wearing false mask, or they really had to learn their self-worth. And I feel like now that is what the masculines are learning, their self-worth. Now, this is something funny, story time, like I was saying. I was walking through the store not too long ago. Hold on, I gotta shut the door because the cars are starting to come by. 1 second. Okay, so I was walking through the store and I was really, really upset because I had found out that I had basically been lied to, and I had, experienced the Seven of Swords energy with the Divine Masculine, with them coming to see me and not telling me the purpose of their visit, and not telling me, that they were in a relationship. And so it just really, I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. I was like, why? I didn't really understand. Why come to see me? Why tell me the things you did? Why seem so excited? And like, our conversations are always great. They're never ending, And then all of a sudden you're telling me something completely opposite. Like, what's the point of that? I don't understand that. And so I was telling God, like, why, like, why? I'm just so done with this. Like, please give me some peace of mind. And all of a sudden I heard was, they have to experience this for themselves. And I got this vision of what had happened to me. And it was, there was, sorry, current audience. I just got like a reminder, like you're on the right track. What had happened to me was very similar of what was going to happen to them. And it was the karma. So a few years ago, we had gotten contact again. And basically, I kind of chose somebody else over them, and because I didn't know, I didn't know what this person was to me. I didn't know, their feelings. They didn't tell me their feelings. They're very secretive. And I knew to a point, like, they had told me before they loved me, and would always love me. And I just explained to them, like, I'll always love you too. And we just keep missing each other and never told each other like how deep we feel, but it's almost like not believing that this person loves me the way they do, and them not believing that I love them the way I do. And so we keep missing each other, and I chose someone over them. And because of that, the karma that I got for that, well, beforehand, it was like not being honest with them and hiding my emotions and hiding my feelings from them. And my tower moments came in when I met this perfect, amazing person, wonderful, wonderful person. And then they were going to be the person I was going to marry. And then all of a sudden it switched like that, completely upside down. And it was horrible. Like the time that we went through was horrific, and it was toxic, and it was like, I just cannot explain. Like, my body was in a state of shock. My nervous system was like locked up, and it was just horrible. It was a horrible, horrible period. And I have been in toxic relationships before, so it was bad like that. I kept drawing narcissistic relationships, so I really had to take a look at, like, why are you drawing narcissistic relationships? And it's because my vibration was really low and I didn't feel worthy enough. And so, interesting enough, this partnership really taught me boundaries. It taught me my self-worth. It taught me to be like, girlfriend, nope, you don't need to be putting up with that. That stuff is toxic. Kick them out. So it really taught me my self-worth. And even though I'm still to a point of learning my self-worth and my boundaries, like, that was my pushing point. And so that is what I was reminded of what they're going to go through, what my divine masculine is going to go through. And I don't know if it's true. I honestly don't. But that's what I heard from my guides, is that this is something they have to experience. There is some kind of lesson for them they have to experience. One of my lessons was this: learning to communicate, learning boundaries, and trying to open up to love again, because not only was I toxic to this person was also toxic to me. So I'm feeling that, this was something they have to go through, because the last time I talked to them, he explained to me that, like, he was really learning to be communicative with his emotions. And I was like, well, dang, I'm gonna praise this person you're with, because if they're opening you up to knowing how to be communicative with your emotions, like, that's amazing, so this is a lesson for them, whether they're gonna be with this person for a long time or not. There's some lessons here that they have to learn, and that is what helps me a little bit, I'm coming to the point where I'm accepting it more and more. So, like, whatever, I'm going to go do my own life, and like I said, I'm going to do my own life, and and that's whether with them or without them. And I feel like that's a lot of the feminine energy right now, is that detaching for the divine masculines, because enough's enough. Enough's enough. I got to live my own life. My life doesn't stop. My life does not stop. Here's another clarifier for them. So, all right, so let's get back to the reading, guys. So we're going to clarify 7 of Swords for the Divine Masculine, please. Clarify 7 of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Ten of Cups. So they're not speaking about the relationship at all. To no one, really. So I feel like they're keeping their life pretty hidden. Clarify the 4 of Wands in reverse, please. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. they might not even be telling their friends at all. I feel like this is almost like a secretive type of a connection. So what goes on in the partnership stays in the partnership. The public doesn't know, the friends don't know, anybody who would gossip doesn't know. And so the good times and the bad times, even if there's disharmony, because there's the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in reverse. So Ten of Pentacles about like happy life, and disharmony in their happy life. So whether it's good or bad, they're not explaining anything to anyone at all. Clarify the Nine of Swords for the feminines, please. So I've been really drawn to the twin flames. I had to take a step back because I had to gather myself. Wish fulfillment, King of Wands, the Hermit. There's fears. The fear that's coming up for them, for the divine feminines, is their wish fulfillment. Their wish fulfillment with the King of Wands and the Hermit is not going to happen. So there's fear surrounding it. But at this point, I can't get over the fact that I feel like they're becoming okay with that if it doesn't happen in this lifetime. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts, but they're at this point, what they want to feel is a love connection that is going to be so transformative and bonding. And even though they fear that they might not have their wish fulfillment, they're going to keep looking for it, whether it's with the divine masculines or not. Eight of Cups, clarify. Or some of them might not even. Some feminines here might not be with anybody because they're going to say, what's the point? Your mental anguish holds you back. Mental anguish holds you back. Clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse for the feminines. Two of Wands. Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. You're being pushed to go ahead and go forward with life. That's what you're being told. Go ahead and go forward with life. Knight of Swords can be about communication. Like decision making, you know? Determination. I feel... Story time. So, after I've overcome everything, right? I have this determination, you know, to do something with my life. Whether it's with this person or not, I really wanted us to be together so we could do this journey together, so we could really transform the world. And it's not really happening that way right now. The card that I pulled yesterday was Divine Detour. And so the masculines that I'm picking up on have been taken through a divine detour. And, you know, that's just because lessons have to be learned. And there's still lessons that have to be learned. Now, I'm feeling that it's okay for the feminines to push forward with their journeys. And, you know, it's okay that this is going to take some time. It's okay, Knight of Pentacles. I just think I'm hearing like a fear of not finding love for the feminines. A fear of not finding love at all. Not finding someone who's going to match up to the divine masculine love that they've experienced. And let me tell you, because once you have a taste of that, you don't want to go back. You don't. It's like, you know, that charge that you feel, that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel like the world has disappeared and the only thing that exists is you and your divine counterpart. You experiencing this life together, and it's just you two, you know, evolving around each other like this. And, you know, once you you've never experienced something like that before, like that movement around each other, you know, like this gravitational pull around each other. And so it's something hard to walk away from. It's something hard to let go of. This really is an intense, interesting journey, you guys, and it's not fun. It really isn't. I can tell you from personal experience, I'm feeling the divine feminines there. You're getting the okay to go ahead on with your journey, because this is going to take some time, and we know that. I forgot what I was going to say, but that's fine. Ace of Swords, clarify. Clarify for the Karmics, the Ace of Swords. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Almost like deciding where your abundance lies. Is it outside the relationship, where away from this person, you know, or is it with this person? Because we had some good times. Clarify the Tower in reverse for the Karmic. Clarify the Tower in reverse for the Karmic. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's not going how you wanted it to go. I'm so sorry. It's not, you know, it's not going how you wanted it to go. With that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Heck, there might even be lack of funds, and you're not okay with that. You're resisting to seeing the fact that it's not flourishing. And even from your point of view, Karmics, it's almost like you got in this relationship and then all of a sudden there was a switch, you know? It's like you feel like you're not good enough, or, you know, not all Karmics are bad. You know, maybe you feel like you're not good enough for them, like you're always competing against someone and you can never be good enough for them. And that's an issue. All right. Angel cards. Give me one card for the masculine, please. One angel card for the masculine. One angel card for the masculine. One angel card for the masculine. One or two. Oi, oi, oi. Hello. One angel card for the masculine. Okay, what about one angel card for the feminines? Divine feminines. An angel card for the divine feminines. You already know. You guys got this last time. Yesterday when I did the reading. You already know. One card for the Karmics, please. Here we go. Look through the situation. One card for the masculine. Masculines just want to come out like more than one card. Self-care. Isn't there a song called Self-Care? I'm pretty sure there is. Pray, physical outlet. Is there a card in here? Yes. Patient, nature. Okay. One card for the masculines. I feel, and this was what I mean. The masculines are going through so much right now that they have so many angel cards that want to come out for them. One card for them. Okay, we'll keep those. So, there's a couple of them. Explore. Dreams. Divine purpose. Compassion. So, here's what I've been noticing. I've been pulled into the twin flame union. I've given it a break. I think I don't know if I told you guys this right now. I did this video 3 times, so I've given it a break just because it's been overwhelming for me. And I needed to find myself, and I needed to not get those overbearing feelings where I have like this attachment to them. And so I've kind of given it a break, but I've been drawn back into it. I woke up and there was a twin flame video from one of the followers from one of the readers that I follow, and the stuff she was explaining was just so on point. And so I got drawn back in, and so here I am. I was like, I have to do it. And I started doing the readings for the zodiac sign, and I started pulling for the twins. And so I was like, all right, it's time. And I started seeing 1111 again. Hello. Oh my God, it didn't even occur to me. That's probably why I'm seeing 1111 constantly. It's because it's time to do some reading for the twins and get back on the journey. I feel like the masculines are probably a little bit out of alignment, and the feminines are detaching. So I'm gonna explain to you guys about my dream in regards to my divine masculine. It was very depressing, very sad, actually. Not depressing, but just a sad energy for him. So like I said, the divine masculines are inner deep because they're going through what we've already gone through, feminines. This card asks you to experiment with your approach to the situation you're inquiring about. Your powerful indigo energy will work for you instead of against you if you shift your mood and energy. So you got to see the situation as a different type of situation. So when you explore it from different angles. Okay, like instead of seeing it like, oh God, this is such a horrible situation I'm in. How did I get myself in here? What can I do? How can I get out? See it as a lesson. See it as, what am I meant to learn here? What is it I can take out of this situation? How can I grow as a person? So be open-minded when thinking about your place in the world, okay? If you feel guided to go in a certain direction in life, then give it a try. This is also about the divine detour that I'm feeling for the card that came out yesterday for you guys. There's nothing wrong with changing your mind or your course of your life. Opinions change as knowledge broadens. So when you really start seeing the situation for what it is, you might change your direction. So dreams. Divine detour, remember? Oh, look. Oh, no, that's divine timing. You could have dreams of your divine counterpart. Just saying. Pay attention to your dreams you have, both when you're asleep and during your waking hours. So if you're constantly thinking about your divine, your divine feminine, then there's a possibility of, explore the reasons why you might be thinking about them. Here's something interesting on one of the readings that I was listening to from one of the readers. She was explaining how... Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot. I spaced it out. It must not be right time for me to say it. When it's time, it'll come back. Divine purpose. Strengthen your connection to your higher self so that you can bring into your life the miracles you've always desired. I keep hearing divine detour. Like, I really do. What's your mission here on Earth with your divine purpose? Do you know your mission, divine counterpart, divine masculines? What is going to be fulfilling for your life and for soul lessons? You need to choose the pathway that leads you closer to your purpose and let go of the fleeting temporary diversions. That's what I'm saying, divine detours. Let go of those divine detours because now is the time for your divine purpose. You need to figure out what your divine purpose is here. What does your soul call you to do? So, twin flame journey is usually about many things. It's about changing the dynamics between relationships and how relationships function. It's about changing the way we see how love is. The kind of love that the divine twins have is all consuming, is unconditional. That kind of love doesn't have conditions. You go through this journey because you learn to love someone unconditionally. And so it's like, yeah, they hurt me and I'm not talking to them right now. We're not in cahoots, but I still love them. I still love them so intensely, right? It's about giving love to someone, no matter who they are, where they are, who they're with. It's about loving them. This card is a message. So indigos is the indigo. The purpose of the indigo here is to bring about the change of our planet and the needs and help create a society built upon integrity, truth, and cooperation. So it's about raising the vibration of the universe, bringing people to unity, right? Because the world is in chaos. The world is in chaos. Look at the people who are murdering each other and all the bad stuff that happens to the children and all the horrible things in the world, and all the empaths are crying because the earth is bleeding and we're hurting inside, and all the indigos and the crystal children and the star seeds, all they want to do is help everyone and help this planet and love people and, bring people together. What is your divine purpose? So compassion. You are a leader, divine masculines, whether you want to realize it or not. You have this way of influencing people. You have this way of being compassionate, of talking to people, whether you want to talk to people or not, whether you like socializing outside of your group or not. You have this integrity about you. You have this way of bringing people together and experiencing love. It's beautiful. Compassion. The answer to your question involves treating those around you in the same way you wish to be treated. This card reminds you that how you act affects everything and everyone in your life. So as an indigo, you can easily detach and see the big picture. Yeah? To move forward, you must exude high energy because what you give out is what you receive. So check in with yourself and take inventory to ensure that you are treating others with fairness and compassion. Feminines, you already know. I just want to laugh at this card because this came out yesterday. So this has to do with you requiring confirmation of your divine counterpart. I can already tell you that. You already know this person is your divine counterpart. You already know. And you keep asking for confirmation. And yet, still, you don't believe it. Yeah? You have the answer to your question. You know exactly what to do to move forward. The card asks you to trust in yourself and the divine order of the universe and do what is best for you. Only good can come from listening to your guidance, and only good can come from trusting your own intuition. So, if this is what I was telling you. The universe is telling you it's okay. Go ahead, live your life, girl. Go live your life. Even if you're it doesn't have to be a girl. Go live your life, man. Divine feminine energy, go live your life as a person. All right, my lovely karmics, look through the situation. Sorry. I got lost in drinking my water. Look through the situation. So you may get caught up in emotions and situations and feel stressed or frightened. This card reminds you that life will continue long after you've gotten through the challenge and forgotten all about it. The angels ask you to concentrate on the good things in life and see beyond whatever it is that's going on around you. One of the best ways to find resolution is by releasing the situation and allowing yourself to feel relief. Ooh. So if this is taking you down and this was a part of your reading, because you're resisting to see the fact that it's not working out. And if it's bringing you down, you also have to do what is best for you. Even if that means getting a divorce, even if that means the children, are going to have 2 family unions. Even if that means you might lose some financial stability. We all have to do what's best for us, right? Let me figure out what I want to use. Oh, animal spirit. Let's do that. Can we get 1 card for the divine masculines? They're going through so much. I can't even, you guys. Divine masculines, you guys are going through so much. 1 card for the divine masculines, please. There we go. There might be 2 cards under here. Lay a solid foundation. Oh my God, I'm hearing that. Okay, so I went through this too, so no judgment whatsoever. Like, no judgment at all. Rushing into something. This is what I heard. You rushed into something and it backfired on you. There are some people, it's almost like you have those people who just get into a relationship and they're married for the rest of their life. But this didn't happen for you. You thought that might have been one of those times in those situations where you would have gotten to a relationship, but that's not your journey. The people I'm picking up on, that's not your journey. I'm sorry, honey. It really isn't. So you might have, oh, I'm sorry, because I've done this too. So I know how it is. You hopped right in without any consideration. You're like, this person is so freaking awesome, and then all of a sudden, boom, darkness. Feminine, 1 card for the feminines, please. What is that? Watch your words. 1 card for the feminines. 1 card for the feminines, please. Watch your words. All right. 1 card for the karmics. This is weird. I've never done a reading for the karmics, and it feels like I feel like I'm in a third-party situation with you guys. Like, hello. Be generous of spirit. Be generous to spirit. You also got lizard spirit, dream the world into being, surrender now. Surrender now. Wow, moth spirit and mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. So set these to the side. Be generous of spirit. All right, masculines. Lay a solid foundation. Don't just go jumping in without getting to know someone. Let's see. This is the beaver, right? Know that it takes work, determination, and sustained effort to co-create and lay a solid foundation for your dreams. If with spirit as your partner, you bring the twigs and the branches of your intentions and desires and spread them across the river of time, you'll be amazed at what you can do. You can even change the direction of the flow of life. So building foundation. And to me, when I read the Oracle card, to me it sounds like the building blocks card from the other one. Build a solid foundation first. You know, that means like getting to know someone, being friends with someone, experiencing them first before jumping in fast, right? If you take your time, you know, that which you desire will come to you and remain sustainably if you build on a sturdy foundation. Have faith with spirit that you can co-create with them. Your success is assured. Perhaps you built your hopes on faulty promises or wishful thinking that something would work out just because you wanted it to. So, like I said, I cannot tell you what's going on with my divine counterpart. I can only tell you my experiences, okay? One of the last things he told me was that something along the lines of this. Because I told him, I said, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think you're going to be happy. Like, you know, and one of the last things he told me was, okay, like, you know, do you know me? I'm going to go for it anyways, regardless. You know, I have to take a chance. And I was like, oh, you know what? That makes me so mad because you know what, Divine Masculine? You didn't take a chance. You did not take a chance here. And then you're sitting there telling me, oh, you had to take a chance. Lie. But anyways, that's one of the last things he told me. He's like, once I get started, I have to see it to the finish. I was like, okay. Good luck. That's all I can do. That's all I can tell you. Feminines, 45. All right. What are you saying to yourself? What messages are you repeating? Is it something that makes you feel good about yourself and reminds you of your strengths and potentials? So one of the things I had to change is I noticed that my manifestation was kicking in. And so I would think these negative things and they would happen and I would be like, oh, shoot. That's got to stop because we can't be having that. And so what I had to do was really change. I really had to change my thought pattern. And so I started thinking positive things, started thinking like, okay, this is what I have. This is what I'm going to do. This is, you know, what I want. This is what I desire. And those things started coming in. And so it was really beautiful. So your words are very powerful. So watch your words, even the way you think, because that is you're starting to co-create with the universe. And when you start co-creating with the universe, if you have these negative thinking, the universe is going to give it to you. Boom, 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 you know. And so if you're always thinking like, why do I always get these negative relationships? Boom, you're going to keep getting negative relationships. Instead, write it down, you know, maybe the desires and the wants, and not the like necessarily the wants, but more along the lines of saying, you know, I living in the, or as if you already have it, right? Like I already have the love of my divine counterpart and I love him too. That's what I've been doing myself. Like, you know, he's with me all the time. And I already have his love. And so that's what I've been doing. Like instead of feeling like I don't have it and I've been trying to feel like I already have it. So, which I do. You know, I mean, we visit each other in the dreamlands and the universe will reflect back to you the story you tell. Words matter, so choose ones that lift you up and inspire others to remember that beauty surrounds us. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, I have to be reminded of this, all right? So, Karmics, Lion Spirit. I'm sorry, I'm going to call you Karmics. I don't know, if you're finding yourself in the Karmic situation, I don't mean this in a negative calling you guys Karmics. let me know in the comments what terminology you would like to be referred to as. Just for the fact I feel like karmic kind of brings about this negative annotation, like karmics are all bad, but not all karmics are bad. You know, like I've have dated karmic relationships, and you know, some of them have not been that bad. A healthy ego means you ease God's order instead of edging God out. Lion spirit appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth to express your authentic self in a unique way. So, you know, don't let anybody treat you like you're unworthy of love. Okay? Just because you're not the divine counterpart pair. If this person is treating you unworthy of love, then no, don't allow that. Don't allow that at all. You know what I mean? You are both the king and queen, secure in your prosperity and wisdom and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Be proud yet humble. If you're stuck in this, like these could be some of the things you're telling yourself. Who am I to lead? Who am I to step into the dream? Who am I to have an amazing relationship? Who am I to think I can help? Those are the things you have to get rid of, honey, because you are this lion spirit. Maybe you're feeling like you do too much already and you're feeling unappreciated, wanting to hold back your gifts and hoard them for yourself. Maybe you are looking for attention and praise. Maybe you're even being generous with the expectation that you would be entitled to repayment. So oftentimes, and don't even like, don't fret because the divine feminines do the same thing. We will say, we will overgive ourselves, right? And we'll do everything. So we'll be like, oh, you know, I will lower my standards. I will lower myself. I will lower my dignity to keep you around. And that's not okay. Like that really is not okay for either party or all three parties. That's a very toxic type of energy to be in, and it's not good for your self-worth, right? So these are the things we kind of want to avoid. All right. We're almost done. If you guys have stuck through this so far, because I got a little story time at the end here. I've not got yet to use my cards. Ooh, I have so many. These are for my twins here. All right, let's see. Can I get one overall message for round and round? A never-ending circle between the twins, you guys. So this is what happens is that you guys were going to see each other. So, this is what I wanted to tell you guys. So I was watching the video, the divine counterpart pair, and it made perfect sense, this YouTube reader that I was watching. And what she was saying was that when we go round and round with this person, so when I was telling you what's happening with the feminine, the masculine, and what already happened with the feminine, right? And so I forgot again. It's gone. Okay, spirit, round and round. Hold on, let's read this real quick. Round and round. I can't believe I forgot again. That's funny. Serendipity 25. That's not serendipity. Round and round. Oh, okay, yeah. So what's been happening to me, I wonder if it happens to the divine masculine as well. When I first was involved with him and we weren't together anymore, I hated him. I wanted to hate him. I tried to hate him. But I had to come to the conclusion that I just was still in love with him. And so I really had to accept that fact that I love this man who basically just kind of up and left me for no reason. you know? And so that's what it felt like to me at the time. I'm sure he had a great reason. And I do realize what I did wrong now. And I'm not saying that I'm completely wrong all the time. And what I did was, you know, he had his part to play. But I would try to avoid him. And because of that, I would like hear about him everywhere. Like someone would mention his name. I'd be driving. There's his name. I would be watching TV. There's his name, and it's like his name was following me everywhere. And people would talk about him. And anytime like I would engage with anybody, it's like I would have to hear about him. And so I was like, oh, this is really frustrating and really annoying. And so one of the tarot readers I was watching today was saying that the masculines were going through this exact same thing where they're trying to avoid the feminines. And I thought that was very interesting because that was something I went through. And if we marry each other, I can't imagine if he's going through it too. It's like having to see our names, having to see, you know, people who look like us. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people that look like him. And I'm like, is that him? You know, like a bird. Is that him? Yeah. And this other person turns around. I'm like, no, it's not. But it looks like him. And so it's almost like they would be seeing the same thing. They would see our names. They would see your people would talk about us, our mutual friends. If we had mutual friends, most of us probably do have mutual friends, know each other from somewhere, somehow. And so I thought that was very interesting to hear that. But here's the round and round. This card reminded me of that. You know, the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you're challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. So even though this may appear as you have gone backwards, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You learn something, do something better, break a cycle, set up in past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom of the lessons learned. So this is a cycle that I've been in with a partner recently, and beforehand it was very bad, it was very toxic, and now, like, even though we're in the same cycle, we're going around, we started a new cycle, I see things from a different point of view, and I see things like it's either, both of us, we both do, you know, and that's kind of made it so that we can coexist with each other. And so we're able to function a little better because we're more awakened, more tuned, and some of the lessons have been learned. And now we're going back in a circle to try it again. And now things are a little bit more balanced between the two of us instead of being very toxic. So it's very interesting. This could be with the divine counterpart pairs as well. You could be wondering, like, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamic with others? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating in an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted to you because of easy acquaintance with his or her quality. So the other tarot reader that I was watching, she was explaining this as well, and this is very, very much true. Is I can attest to this because I've been in this situation where I've dated someone and I left them only to attract the same type of person back to me. And because I made the same mistake, I just jumped right in and I got with him for the very fact of the person that I was trying to avoid, my masculine. And so that's what I got in a relationship, and that's probably why it did not work out. And that's probably why, you know, is because I was so low on myself and down on myself and like feeling unworthy, and I wanted to just forget. And so I hopped right in and without getting to know this person, and then it backfired in my face. And I feel like the masculines are going through the same thing, as like they hopping in these relationships that look promising without getting to know someone, and it blows up in their face. So is what I was saying beforehand with that light switch. It's like everything is going perfect. It seems like this is the best person for you. It seems like this is the person you want to be with, and then it blows up in your face like, and that's why this round and round card is here, because you keep going round and round with your karmic partners, right? And you know, it keeps blowing up in your face because you're just maybe getting into partnerships to avoid what really is happening. All right. Okay. Can I get a card for the Twin Flames, please? I just seen this card. Now is a time for prayer, devotion, praying, believing in the universe, manifesting, right? Deep love, mother's milk. I'll say it. This is a beautiful card. This is a card of prayer. This is a deep love, birth as a portal, mother's milk, and nourishing your body. So the counterparts may have been eating really unhealthy, and because of that, with the stress, they may be feeling kind of ill. They might have some illnesses that have come up unexpectedly. The Cosmic Heart. Let's see what this one is. The Cosmic Heart. Akesha. I know nothing about the Akesha records, so where is it? It's the Cosmic Heart. I do not see it. Okay. Well, let's look for this. Oh, you know what? Let's look at devotion. I cannot find this card. The Cosmic Heart. No. Huh. Oh, what that was. You're already doing it, aligning your life. Am I in the wrong book? Because I don't think I am. Oh, I am in the wrong book. I'm like, really? Why can't I find this? I'll get there sometime, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, I found it. So when you surrender to the state of devotion, you have found yourself flowing with all life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart. So this is about knowing what your heart wants. When you start knowing what your heart wants and what you desire, I think it's going to help you on your journey. Because right now I feel like internally, the divine feminines now know what they want. I think they've always known what they want, but they might have fought it a little bit. They might have really fought it a little bit just because they don't know how the divine masculine feels. But the divine masculines are the ones who really resist. And so I feel like when they truly know their heart, it's going to help out a lot. And this is what I'm saying, that feeling off alignment that comes into the fact of also the divine detour. So now it's time to plant seeds, right? So this is about manifesting. Knowing your heart's desire and then starting to manifest. So when I notice that a lot of times when we call in, a lot of times people will start trying to manifest their twin flames. But really what we want to do is we want to set our intentions of what we truly want and what we truly desire when we call in and manifest. And that is going to, instead of putting a name on it, because when you put a name on it, you create, like, for example, you create resistance against the universe by saying, hey, I want this specific person. The universe is like, we can't really call in specific people. Now, when you set your intentions of like, okay, this is the type of person I want someone like this person, that's when the universe is like, well, okay, I can work with that. You know? We are Hearthers. So, we are the Hearthers. This is about feeling the love of the universe, feeling the unconditional love. So remember when I was telling you divine masculines and divine feminines? This could go to you too, divine feminines. Giving out what you put in and receiving what you put out. So when you come from a place of love and unconditional love, you're going to receive unconditional love, right? So the Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you are being reminded that to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. So really get to know nature. So mother yourself and others too. Surrender to your sacred femininity. Surrender to your own creations. So feminines, get in touch with your femininity. Masculines, you too, get in touch with your femininity. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch to your heart. Unconditional love. Water your garden. Taking care of yourself, all right? Because when you take care of your body, you're going to be in your best. Your best. So give me a card for the twin flames, please. Wow, I know this is really long. Give me a card for the twin flames. Also, guys, be sure to let me know how your journey is going in the comments below, all right? Give me one card for the twin flames, please. Or a few cards, whatever you feel. It's like, I'm feeling a few cards. Awakening. Energetic upgrade. So you might be hearing ringing in your ear. It's kind of like that kind of numb feeling that sets off, and then the ringing starts like, ding. Those could be energetic upgrades. And birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Oh, there's a lot of manifestation going on here, you guys. And so, so awakening. Masculines are awakening. Feminines, you're already awakening. Masculines, definitely awakening. Seeing things from that bird eyes view. Remember, we were just talking about that. And then birthing. New creations. Oh, I'm on the right track because there goes my computer being crazy. And so, yeah, dreaming a new world into being. How wonderful. Really manifesting. We can't manifest, specific people into our life. We can manifest our desires and our dreams and our wants. All right. Give me one card for the twins, please. Balance. Find the balance within. Be sure. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to talk about, guys. Really balancing your feminine and masculine energies. Because I can tell you, it's funny because the twins usually, they revolve around each other. They mirror each other. And I can say that my twin and I have definitely mirrored each other. Because I was having a conversation with him like 2 years ago. And he was telling me that his ex totally thought that he had anger issues, right? And I was like, dude, no, you don't have anger issues. You probably are just like at the end of your rope, like you're just tired of all the nonsense and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, that makes sense. And 2 years later, behold, my ex is telling me that I have anger issues and that I needed to get some help and some therapy. And so I thought it was so completely funny because, you know, his masculine energy aggression was really taking over, and now my masculine aggression is kind of taking over, and I'm really trying to get back into the feminine energy that I used to be in, because I used to be compassionate. Oh my god, I was so compassionate. Like, on the outside I was kind of very tomboyish, but on the inside I was so passionate and so tender and loving and caring. And throughout my life and the trauma that I've been through, I just started becoming hard and callous and aggressive, and I don't like that. That's a very toxic masculine energy, and so I'm really trying to get back in touch with my feminine energy and to that nurturing side of me. It's really feels really weird, makes me feel really closed off, but I'm really trying, honestly, and that's what we need to do for the twin flames. Is we need to integrate both our masculine and our feminine sides, as a twin. Can I get one card for the twins, please? Ooh. Release. Immediacy. I've never seen this card. Let's see. Release Saint Josephine. Immediacy. Changes and release old forms of thought and behavioral patterns. What have we been talking about? This is wild. Seeing things from a different perspective, changing thought and behavioral patterns, encouraging independence, confidence, self-respect, and bringing in inner, stronger urge to move forward and achieve goals. Wow. That's crazy. Now, for release, continuing even when times are difficult and bleak, she urges us to let go of the bitterness and find forgiveness in ourselves and others. Suffering is tremendously painful, but throughout sacrifice and transformation, freedom is possible. I feel like the suffering, though, is due to the own mind. And I'm seeing that Eight of Swords energy. It's like feeling trapped by your own thoughts and your own mind and blaming other people for your actions and the way you behave and how you interact. Instead, this is where this probably comes in, to see things differently. You may have blamed others once before, but now you're not, right? So there's one more card that I wanted to pull here, and then we'll be done. I promise. Okay, tell me some information on the twins, please. The boa. Twin flame. Pomegranate. Twin flame. Whoa, hello. Alright. That's a lot of cards. Let's just do these ones right here. So this one will tell me the situation really at hand. Survival. Interesting. Right way up. Have faith in the universe's ability to provide you with exactly what you need whenever you need it, and to offer your spiritual protection. Use your resources and talents to get the most out of every day. So you could be getting messages that are showing you the direction that you need to take. But you got to listen to them if you want to receive inner journey 71. There is no need for division between you and all other beings in the world, whether you consider them to be living creatures or inert things. Learn to connect with them and to appreciate. Ooh, excuse me. I feel like that's also about getting back to nature, right? Use your intuition and instincts to tune into major themes of your life. Meditation will help you. Remember when we were talking about that? We were just talking about how we keep attracting the same type of person, and then we keep wondering, okay, what am I doing wrong? Why do I keep getting the same type of people? Well, pay attention to those themes in your life, because that's going to give you clues as to why this is happening. Also, meditation is not always good for everyone, but if you get a meditation, it will help you still your mind so that inspiration can strike, and creative visualization will help you plan in your life's future. That's what I'm saying. If you go out into nature, that's probably going to help you a lot to connect to what you need to do and give you some life advice, because nature is very good at, when we go out to nature, it's easier to meditate. We don't have to sit in a quiet room. We don't have to sit on the floor. We don't have to, do mantras. If we just go out to nature, that is a type of meditation, because it's quiet and it's peaceful, and you can just look at the plants and the animals, and you can be in tune, and you can have these reflections and think about what it is that you need to do with your life. All right, twin flames. So let me get a few more cards and then we'll be done, I promise. This is a long reading, so some people may not even listen to the whole thing, but that's okay. I think we're gonna use this deck right here. This is a regular deck. All right. What other advice do we have for the twin flames and the karmic? What other advice do we have for the twin flames and the karmic? For the future of the twin flames. And, oh, shoot. That just came flying up. All right, let's see. Okay. What other, Seven of Swords. What other advice do we have for the twin flames? The Wheel of Destiny. Things are going to get better, you guys. Things are going to start looking up. So the Wheel of Destiny, Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Lovers. Wow. Wow. So we have the Wheel of Destiny here, right? Things are going to look up. Somebody is going to communicate, setting boundaries, like, I'm not going to allow you back in my life. I feel like this is a conversation that's going to happen. I'm not going to allow you back in my life if you're going to be all, just have no regards to how I feel. Clarify the Wheel of Destiny, please, for the twin flames. Clarify the Wheel of Destiny for the twin flames. No more third party. Third party is going bye-bye. Third party energy is going bye-bye. Bottom of the deck, the Sun card, wish fulfillment. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords. This is a final push, right? Clarify the Ten of Swords. And I'm sorry, Karmics, because I know it's not fun either. After some introspect, because this Ten of Swords is going to make this person go inside. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Communication. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah. I feel like somebody who has been left out in the cold is going to be the one that's saying, hey, listen, no more. Enough is enough. All right, I'm not going to let you back into my life if this is just what you're going to do. So if you want to come back into my life, you better show me that you're worthy to be here, because we're done with that energy. No more. That's what's going to be said. No more. We are done with that energy. All right. Reconciliation. I've reconciled with myself. If you want to reconcile with me, then no more of that leaving me out in the cold. Clarify the Six of Cups, please. Three of Wands. Yep. I want to reconcile because of the future. Let's get back to knowing each other. Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. The abundance that lies between the twins, it's just, you know, it's magnificent. It's transformative. It is going to transform the world. There is a mission for these twins here that are meant for union. And it's a hard journey, you know, it's a hard journey. Eight of Pentacles, that foundation, that building block. Those are those building blocks here. The Lovers, clarify. Those are the building blocks that have been already laid down with the twins. Clarify the Lovers. I'm hearing that this journey had to be separate. You know, to get to this point, there had to be the separation. Clarify the Lovers on the 3D. What these cards are. The King of Cups, the High Priestess. Clarify the Lovers. Ace of Cups. There it is. All right, twinsies and my lovely karmics. I'm sorry to endure you if you're here in a karmic level. I'm sorry for having to instill this kind of pain, but informative information, you know. All right, love you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I mean, if you stuck through this whole video, you better like and subscribe. If you're not liked and subscribed, just saying. It does help out the channel to get noticed. So I do appreciate everyone who is here and everyone who finds information in this. Let me know what's going on with your journeys below. I love conversing with you guys, okay? Bye.